There's some happy news for the park's barn group of woolly monkeys. 10-year-old Eva has given birth to her third baby, a little girl the team have named Xena. Both mum and baby are doing well.
She's becoming more of an experienced mum now. She's keeping baby close and looking after her and yeah, just doing all the right things for her. She's feeding, she looks really strong. She's quite a small, petite baby, but then Ava herself is a small female. So yeah, we'll obviously just keep an eye on how she progresses. But so far, everything looks going the right way.
Although Chippy is the leader and dominant male of this group, the team are pretty certain that younger male Xavi is the father. He and Eva are very close and spend a lot of time together. Xavi is a year younger than Eva. He can be quite boisterous, but so far he's been very calm and respectful around mum and baby. It's not unusual among woolly monkeys for the father to be someone other than the dominant male.
This is perfectly normal. In the wild, there's multiple males, and as long as the subordinate males are discreet, then they will get their opportunities with the females. So there's not just one male that will kind of control all the females. The females have the pick, and they can choose who they prefer to spend time with discreetly.
Chippy is a good leader and performs his role perfectly. He's always on the lookout, checking everything is safe for his family. Eva's second child, Catalina, is now 2 years old and is very good at keeping herself occupied, particularly now she's no longer the centre of mum's attention.
Catalina's just constantly a ball of fun, and she's constantly just getting herself in little scrapes where she's flinging herself off things. She's able to entertain herself quite easily, and she doesn't have any other youngsters in the group, but you might catch her having a little play with Dad, Chippy. She's being very sort of calm around mum and baby, so she's not sort of become the toddler that's thrown its toys out of the pram because she's not the baby anymore. So yeah, they seem to be working it out quite nicely together.
And the new arrival could be the perfect playmate for Catalina in the future. The woolly monkey population at the park has increased in recent months with 2 new arrivals. Bonita, who is Olivia's first baby, and Levi, son to super mum Zingu. They're all part of Lavar's group, which now numbers 9. The new additions have meant space is becoming a bit tight at their house. As a result, the primate care staff have decided to change things around. Lavar's troop are going to swap house and enclosure with Enzo's troop of 6.
It's really nice and stimulating for them. Yes, these guys are territorial, but giving them a change of scenery can just add a lot of stimulation and a lot more fun for the kids as well to explore a new environment. Also, we've got a group of 9 here now, so we think that maybe they could do with moving into our new big woolly house, which is located at the pond enclosure.
Enzo's troop will be first to make the move.
All looking very eager.
It should be all fairly straightforward. There's a large system of tunnels connecting Enzo's pond enclosure to Lavar's caged enclosure.
Come on then. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But first, Sharon lets the group into familiar territory. The pond enclosure. They charge through, expecting to find a healthy breakfast.
Good girl. Are they all out? And they're probably thinking there's something exciting out there now. Good girl.
But they're going to be disappointed. Sharon is saving that for when they reach their new home.
Right. OK.
Time for the next stage.
Go the woolly monkeys! Yeah! Come on, everybody!
Enticing the group of 6 into the tunnel connecting the enclosure to Lavar's smaller caged enclosure.
Yeah, well done. Good boy, Enzo.
And then straight on into the forest enclosure, where breakfast is waiting for them. Apart from Isla, it's unfamiliar territory, but they're not daunted.
That's everybody. Well done. Oh, not back that way, mister. Oh, good boy. Go and explore.
They've all made it, and there's lots of excited trills and contact calls as they start to explore the new space. Enzo checks out everything, performing his job as leader, making sure all is safe for his group. Pakaya concentrates on her maternal duties. She's mum to Enzo's two daughters, Enya and Esme. Both are growing up fast and becoming independent little characters. Part 1 of the Woolly move has gone like clockwork.
So the next step is to move Lavars out from their playroom across the same tunnel to the large enclosure. Ideally, we want them to go down to the house because there are two very long connecting tunnels, which is our bigger concern because these guys aren't used to them. So we want them to be familiar with how to get down into their house, and yeah, maybe just let them stay in the sort of smaller enclosure for today.
This group is larger, with 9 members. 2 are barely 6 months old.
Come on then! Well done!
Bonita is Olivia's first infant, and she seems reluctant to move through to the new enclosure.
Come on then!
Olivia is a young mum, keen to protect her baby. The tunnel and enclosure are all new, and she's unsure what to do. Even encouragement from her own mum, Zingu, isn't enough to persuade her through.
She's just trying to figure out what to do, but it's a completely new stretch of tunnel, entering a completely new territory. So she's got a little baby. You can understand her being a little bit cautious as to where she's going to go with her little one. So it's a waiting game.
Lavar goes back to try and encourage her.
Come on then!
It works. Olivia finally summons the courage to enter the enclosure with Bonita on board. Just one more step. Now all 9 need to go into the caged enclosure next to their new house. This time, they don't need much encouragement.
This way, kids!
The move is complete, with 15 woolies moved without the stress of being crated. Enzo's group now have the space of the large forest enclosure to enjoy, and Lavar's group get to discover their new space, which will include the larger indoor facilities. For the Woolly team, it's job well done. It's been a few weeks since 2 of the park's Woolly monkey troops swapped houses. Enzo's group of 6 moved into the top Woolly house, and Lavar's troop went in the opposite direction. For Enzo's family, the large tree-filled outdoor enclosure is a big change. But it hasn't taken long to adapt.
They've had to not adapt fully, but they have had to make some changes, getting used to climbing around this new environment. You know, you do see them using their tails, I think probably a lot more than what they were there, because they are climbing up in the trees more rather than relying on, you know, the wooden climbing frames, which has been really nice to see. So it is nice for them to have some change. It kind of changes up their life a little bit as well as they get used to a new house and, you know, new tunnels and new places to go and explore.
Their previous home did have trees, but also included wooden structures with hosing for them to get around. This new territory has a stand of tall pine trees, providing a wonderful canopy for the troop to move through, just as they might in the wild.
They have these fantastic prehensile tails, which acts like a 5th limb. They've got this tail pad towards the tip of the tail, which acts like the palm of a hand, which means that they can grasp onto things. And you often will see them, you know, walking along, and their tail just does its own little thing and grabs hold of something. Because instead of having now 4 limbs to climb with, you've now got a 5th limb, which can support their whole body weight as well. So you do see them climbing up and using these tails and exploring a lot more with these trees than what they were doing down there, which has been really nice.
The dominant male is Enzo, and he has 5 females to look after. Pakaya and her 3 daughters, 8-year-old Oriana, 3-year-old Enya, and Esme, who is a year younger. The final member of the group is adult female Isla. Life for her has come full circle. She's back where she started, having been born and raised in this very house and enclosure.
She probably knows all the good hideout spots, all the good places or good views to see around the park. She has grown in confidence. She's doing really well in the group because we do have that strong family unit and Isla, but she's kind of seen as like the cool auntie of the group, and we do see her hanging out with the youngsters as well, which is really nice.
As well as exploring in the trees, there's plenty to keep the group happy and active. Lots of natural planting means excellent foraging opportunities, which they love. Enzo's troop is probably the most highly strung of the 4 woolly monkey families at the park. Their new home gives them lots of space and means they're not on top of each other all the time. The 2 youngsters, Esme and Enya, are certainly making the most of it.
Multiple times every day you will see those girls playing together, which is really sweet. And then having the 2 little young ones together, they're kind of sometimes off exploring together, which I think gives Pakaya, their mum, a bit of downtime away from the kids as they're up and exploring and enjoying themselves.
In the short time since the move, the group have embraced their new home and are enjoying all the benefits it has to offer. Earlier in the year, the woolly monkey team had a bit of a move around when Enzo and Lavar's troops swapped homes. The park are world leaders caring for this rare and special species. In order to maintain a healthy gene pool and keep everyone fit and happy, the woolly monkey team constantly assess and adjust the groups. Today, 2 of the adult males are going to move.
We've decided to swap Enzo out of his group for Manny and Carlos out of the bachelors, simply because we do need these rotations quite frequently with the breeding groups. Enya's becoming a more mature adolescent female, so it's either her or Enzo basically that needs to come out within the next year. We feel like Carlos and Manny, they're quite a good duo, and I think those boys going over and taking over that group is a better solution than removing Enya at this point. So yeah, we think overall this should be really positive for most of the individuals.
To kick off the move, Enzo will swap with Carlos, who's currently living with the bachelor group. His good friend Manny will join him in a few days' time, once Carlos is settled. Sharon is hoping for a smooth transition.
We feel quite optimistic. The boys have done this before, so yeah, we feel like it should go quite smoothly, but yeah, we always feel a little bit of anticipation before moving animals.
First, they need to get the 2 boys into 2 separate travel crates.
You just about to let him out? Okay, just give me a shout when he's in.
First up, Carlos at the bachelor house.
Hello, Lydia, we've got Carlos in the crate, so if you want to go ahead and crate Enzo.
Okay, I'll start now.
Thanks to the daily training the team carry out with the woolies, Carlos goes straight into his crate.
Oh, she said I can still eat a grape. It's not that bad, is it?
Carlos is quickly transported to his new home at the top woolly house. He'll be put in one of the bedrooms, ready for introductions to the rest of the group.
We're going to be going into the forest, but we're going to bring Enzo around here first. Okay. He can stay put for now.
Okay.
And once we're just going to put Enzo here, we'll just transfer him into that room, and then we can move Enzo.
Carlos waits patiently while the team deal with Enzo. He's also in his travel crate, but needs to be moved across and unloaded at his new home.
Good boy, Enzo.
So far, everything's going smoothly and to plan.
Good boy.
So we're just going to now transfer Carlos from the crate into one of the bedrooms in the house. And then we're going to move Enzo over to the bachelor woolly house.
Carlos is now moved to the outside slide connecting the bedrooms. He's lived in this house before and is familiar with the layout.
This isn't a vet day, is it? It's all right, it's all cool. Oh.
Isla, who's been kept apart from the others, is waiting for him. It means he has company and a controlled, stress-free introduction. It seems to be working.
One down. Oh, I can hear a lot of chatting with him and his new housemate, so yeah, that's good.
Enzo is also being provided with company in his new home at the Bachelor Woolies. It's Claude, a woolly he's met before. When they last lived together, Claude was still quite small. Now he's a large sub-adult male with plenty of brawn, but lacking in maturity. The bedrooms are large enough to give them both space, and the meetup has gone well. Both Enzo and Carlos will be gradually introduced to all the members of their new groups over the coming days. Over at the Pond Woolly enclosure, it's a special day for one of the park's longest monkey residents.
So today is Lavar's 33rd birthday. So he's our oldest woolly monkey and potentially right now the oldest woolly monkey in the world, so we think it's something we should celebrate.
Lavar has been leader and alpha male of his group since he arrived at Monkey World 22 years ago. He's still super fit and healthy and looks after his large group of 9 woolies. There are 3 adult females, Zingu, Pichua, and the youngest of the trio, Olivia. Then there are the boys, Bueno Jr., now a strapping young male, and 6-year-old Cosmo, who's Lavar's grandson. The group is completed by 3 youngsters, Bonita, Levi, and Leroy, who all help keep Lavar young and sprightly.
He's not afraid to show his fun side. He's a real softie with the kids. When you catch him engaging with the kids and the females, and they really go for it. They rag him around, and you could just see the sheer joy in his face. He loves playing, and he's not afraid to just kind of let go and have fun with his family. So he's just the perfect dominant male.
To celebrate his big day, the primate care staff have come up with an entertaining treat. An assortment of boxes and hammocks filled with straw, concealing a birthday smorgasbord of strawberries, raspberries, nuts and seeds. Lavar charges out in true dominant male style, knocking over one of the boxes as he goes. Once he's sure everything's safe for his troop, he heads over to the pile of birthday boxes, stacked up on one of the platforms. This one looks interesting. A quick rummage through the straw and the prize is revealed. Tasty sweet raspberries. The birthday boxes are creating a lot of excitement, resulting in happy trills. 1-year-old Bonita can't wait to find out what's in the hammocks and boxes. Bueno Jr.'s pretty keen too. A full-on approach comes up trumps. A quick check to confirm this box is now empty before moving on to the next. Zingu finds a peanut and nimbly removes it from the shell. Daughter Olivia enjoys a large strawberry. Her long fingers and precision grip help her hold on to the fruit. The boxes are great for hiding breakfast and having fun. The swinging hammocks challenge the woolly monkeys' balance and work their muscles, even if you can't tell who's in there. The 2 young males, Bueno Jr. and Cosmo, are close to reaching full maturity and are now bigger than Lavar. But even at 33 years of age, this birthday boy is still in charge.
I mean, generally he's in really great shape, and every time winter comes around, we always kind of have that little worry, oh, Lavar, maybe, you know, the winter can be a tough time for some of the animals here at the park, and maybe some of them lose a little bit of condition, but right now we're sort of just approaching the middle of summer, and he's bulked out, he's looking great, he's doing some fantastic displays, and he's still keeping the 2 young lads in this group in check, so he's still very much the dominant male of this group, which is quite an achievement for him, but yeah, he's really doing very well.
When there's no more food left to find, the youngsters enjoy some more playtime. Before cuddling up to Mum for a little nap. The barn woolies are in for a bright and colourful treat today. The park has been given some freshly harvested sunflowers from a local farm, and primate care staff member Sharon is busy putting them all around the enclosure. It's something a little different for Chippy's troop of 7.
It's really important to try and just give them a variety. I mean, they do get this sort of bog standard sort of diet of fresh fruit and vegetables throughout the day, but if we can add in something like this that it is completely seasonal, then it's just a really nice treat for them. So when they come out and see all these bright flowers, I think they're going to be very intrigued, hoping that it's going to be a delicious treat, and then they're just going to hopefully just be busy all day, you know, just kind of tucking into them and just seeing what they're all about.
Some of the sunflowers still have their beautiful bright petals, and others are wilted and laden with seeds. But the woolly monkeys will have to work hard to get to them.
It's certainly going to be nice and challenging, and I think that's the aim of the day really, is just trying to make sure that we keep these guys busy and both mentally and physically stimulated. So we've tied them up in all different locations around the enclosure so that they have to really work as well if they want to kind of explore what each sort of flower has to offer.
The group are let out. 1 or 2 are in more of a rush than others. There's a lot of happy trilling as they examine the brightly coloured flowers scattered throughout the enclosure. Catalina and Dad Chippy are first to check things out. Initially, they seem more interested in the stalks than the seed heads. At 3 years old, Catalina is still young and inexperienced, but she's very confident and now has a playmate, her half-sister Zena. They share the same mum, Eva. Zena is only 11 months old and still sticking close to mum, watching and learning all the time. Her father is Xavi, the other adult male in the group. He's using all his strength and agility and his long prehensile tail as he tears apart one of the stalks. At 33, Quapper is the oldest female in the group. She's taken a liking to the sunflower leaves, ripping them off and tucking in, despite appearing precariously balanced on the edge of a platform. It's a demonstration of her core strength. The other female is Paquita. She's had a difficult time this year. She needed an emergency hysterectomy following a prolapsed womb, but she's recovered remarkably well.
She's bounced back from that and now is in top shape, and she's just a really sort of strong-headed, sort of great female, and she's strong friends with Quapper still, so those two are sort of really quite a formidable pair.
It's taken a little while, but Paquita has discovered the secret of the sunflowers and is gorging herself on the seeds. Now the others have seen how it's done, all the woolies are busily attacking the seed heads.
Took quite a lot of investigation, and the slightly brighter characters like Ava really kind of going, I know that there's something, you know, tasty in here somewhere, so a bit of perseverance from those individuals, and once they figured out what it was, then they all really got stuck in, and complete success.
And with so many protein-packed seed heads around the enclosure, the woolies will keep busy and active for the rest of the day. The primate care staff enjoy finding different ways to motivate the animals in their charge and encourage natural behaviours. Donations sometimes contribute to the variety of foods they can offer them. And today, a local gardener has kindly supplied a load of medlar fruit. It's a bit chilly outside, so the woolly monkey team are scattering them around Lavar's indoor playroom.
It's quite a rare fruit, very seasonal. We don't get it very often, so it's a nice treat for these guys. We've got some going up in hanging baskets, which hopefully is going to encourage foraging through the straw, but also some lovely suspension feeding. And then we're going to mix some around as well for them. Yeah.
When it comes to something new, woolly monkeys can be cautious, but fruit is one of their favourite things.
So woolly monkeys absolutely love sweet things. Anything sweet is amazing. Nothing beats a sweet thing. Might take them a little while, but these guys are very food motivated, and they generally know that when we let them back into the playroom, they're going to get something delicious. So hopefully they'll come straight for them.
The group are eager to get started.
Come on, guys!
There's lots of excited trills as they all rush in. They head straight for the suspended feeders. Picky Pichua rummages through the straw, discarding one fruit for another more ripe choice.
It's a delicious cheer! So this is what we call a trill. So it's a noise that they make just when they're really excited. It's essentially them being like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it kind of sets everyone else off. They can't keep anything a secret from each other because they do just let everyone know.
There's plenty for everyone. With all the excitement and activity, little Bonita stays close to Mum Olivia. While some of the larger woolies, like Zingu, rifle through the feeders. Some of the medlar fruit fall to the floor. Easy pickings for young adult Cosmo, who looks momentarily overwhelmed by the amount of fruit available. But then demonstrates dominance and bad manners by snatching one out of Olivia's hands. Leroy shows off, demonstrating just how agile woolly monkeys are, hanging from his long prehensile tail while collecting the fruit and grazing contentedly. Olivia and Pichua use the same technique. Woolly monkey tails are incredibly strong and act as a fifth limb. The park's woolies use them for suspensory feeding, just like their wild counterparts. The younger and smaller woolies have an advantage. Their smaller hands and arms fit through the holes in the baskets more easily than the big boys. Working out how to extract the fruit once you've got hold of it proves a challenge for Bonita. But her determination and agility brings success. The oldest woolly monkey at the park, and one of the oldest in captivity in Europe, is Lavar. At 33 years old, he's still very much in charge of the group, but age is catching up with him.
I think he is starting to step back a little bit when it comes to this sort of thing, just because everyone else gets so excited and the other big boys are in there. He doesn't want any of them to have any cause to get overexcited and sort of redirect and cause a problem. So he tries to sort of stay out of the way a little bit. He will do some displays to let everyone know that he is still the boss. And luckily in this group, they do all respect him a lot, so they're absolutely fine with him doing that. And yeah, he'll run in, grab what he wants, and then run back out.
The medlar fruit are laden with small seeds and full of fibre and vitamins, a great health benefit for the whole group. The primate care staff are pleased all the woolies have tucked in. Then, with breakfast over and plenty of energy left, the two youngest boys in the troop, brothers Leroy and Levi, enjoy a rough and tumble play session. It's nearly 4 months since the park welcomed a surprise baby woolly monkey they named Lloyd. His mum, Zingu, has once again proved excellent at bringing up her infant, and he's thriving in Lavar's group, growing up alongside his brothers, a half-sister, and other extended family members.
True to character, they're all just a bundle of fun. Levi in particular is really enjoying little brother, and he's kind of encouraged him to kind of play off her a little bit, and we're seeing him becoming quite independent, which again is pretty standard for Zingu babies. She's so laid back and just kind of lets him explore a little bit, isn't too panicked. So yeah, he's thriving so far.
At 4 months old, Lloyd is still reliant on his mum. Zingu carries him from A to B, and he's dependent on her for milk. But he's also starting to try solids, testing different items, and watching and learning from his family how they eat and process food. There are plenty of role models for him in this group. Along with Zingu, there's his dad Lavar. He's the oldest woolly in captivity in the world, and as a father to 12 babies, he's a very experienced dad. Then there are his older brothers, 4-year-old Leroy and Levi, who's just 2. The siblings are paying a lot of attention to their new brother and starting to engage him in play sessions.
Now that he's getting a little bit older and starting to climb off a bit, that he's become the fun little thing to play with. And obviously Zingu keeps an eye to make sure they're not too rough with him. But yeah, he learns everything from his group. That's why it's so important that these animals are sort of nurtured and develop within their families, because you can't teach that to them. They can only learn that from their families. So yeah, he's watching Zingu. But being a little boy, he needs to learn a lot from the males in the group as well. So his dad is, again, he's an elderly boy, but he's been around a lot, so he can learn a lot about how to mature properly around him. And then, yeah, having 2 big brothers, plus 2 other adult males in the group, so he's got a lot of role models, basically. We just have to hope he chooses the right ones to take after.
Recently, Lloyd has been spending some time off Mum, exploring the enclosure and learning how to climb. Today, he's found the perfect structure to practice on and hone his skills. Mum Zingu is never far away and keeps a watchful eye, but Lloyd is never too high off the ground to cause her to worry. And he's also started to use the 5th limb all woolly monkeys have, their long, strong, prehensile tail.
That just gives them the freedom to forage, so when they're up in the trees, that tail is always hanging on. And it's a natural thing with our guys as well, when they're moving along the mesh, anywhere they go in, the tail is always trying to hang on. And we see that from birth, so that tail, as soon as they're born, is always still gripping on something, often wrapped around mum's tail as well. So yeah, it's almost got a life of its own.
So far, so good for this little woolly, and with the support of his close-knit family around him, he has a bright and fun-filled future ahead. The park has 4 groups of woolly monkeys, and it's the only location outside their native home of South America keeping healthy reproductive woolies. 35 have been born at Monkey World in the last 2 decades. But as youngsters grow up and their characters change, group dynamics can alter too. To manage this, every so often, the primate care staff have to move individuals from one troop to another. In the next few weeks, 3 of the park's 4 groups will undergo a switch around, and today, the team are starting with 2 of the older ladies, Paquita and her close friend Quappa.
It's that time again for woolly restructures. So we've decided to switch a few individuals around of 3 of our woolly groups. We're actually dissolving the bachelor group because we've got a few issues between groups. They've got a lot of females in, basically, and we think maybe it's time to spread the girls out a little bit. So this morning is the first stage of our restructure, which is moving our senior girls, Quappa and Paquita, across to meet 3 of our bachelor woolies.
Paquita and Quappa, currently both in Chippy's group, are moving to join 3 of the bachelor boys, Paolo, Claude and Enzo. They'll form a new troop, which will be known as the Cafe Group, because they'll be located near the park's restaurant. Phase 2, in a few days' time, will involve the barn woolies swapping houses with the top woolies, as well as moves for a couple of individuals too.
So it gives them a fresh start, a new environment, which is really enriching for them, really exciting, and then a couple of new individuals to meet along the way as well. So yeah, we're hopeful that this will be positive for everybody. There's always going to be some teething problems, and maybe not everyone will get along quite as well as we hope, but yeah, we're just going to take it step at a time and hope that it works out.
First, they need to crate up the 2 females.
Coming out, guys! Ava!
A scatter feed keeps the rest of the troop distracted, while Paquita and Quappa are persuaded into the crates. Like many of the park's primates, the woolly monkeys have been trained for just this scenario.
Girl, well done, Paquita. They're really, really close, these 2, which is why we've decided to move them as a pair. And I think just moving them both together at the same time, that really, really will help reduce their stress, and hopefully it'll be as minimal stress as possible.
Safely crated, the 2 females are quickly transported the short distance to their new home, now known as the Cafe Group. One of their soon-to-be housemates, Paolo, is an interested onlooker as the pair are taken into the bedrooms. Quapper is released first, and straight away starts checking out her new surroundings. She's quickly followed by Paquita. The pair share a strong bond and will support each other when, in due course, they meet the three boys, who are currently outside enjoying breakfast.
Here you go. Good girl. Oh, well done. They've moved into the house well. They're sticking close together, little snuffles to reassure each other that it's okay. So we're just going to give them a bit of time to settle in the house now, make sure that they're eating before we consider introducing them to any boys.
After a morning getting used to their new home, it's time for Paquita and Quapper to meet the first of the males, Enzo, in one of the bedrooms. He's popular with females and has lived with a number of them over the years. The primate care staff are hoping this will be a perfect introduction. The three woolies are given the opportunity to meet each other, with the big male keen to impress the females.
He is absolutely doing all the right stuff. He's, despite being a small, less impressive-looking male woolly monkey, he is very good at wooing the ladies. Paquita and Quapper seem like they need a bit of convincing still, but I think they're just playing hard to get because they've seen it all before. But he's kind of just telling them that he's quite an impressive boy and worth their time and attention. Hopefully they'll come round.
The girls are reserving judgment, and as things calm down, Sharon gives all three access to the playroom. Allowing them a bit of space. In the next few days, Paolo and Claude will be introduced, completing the new troupe. Then the team will turn their thoughts to phase 2 of the Woolly Monkey house swap. But for now, everything is going according to plan. For the last 2 weeks, the Woolly Monkey team have been busy moving a large number of their charges from one group to another. Entire woolly troops have also swapped houses. It's been a busy and essential task, which will benefit all three groups involved.
We do this on a really regular basis with the woolly monkeys because our groups are constantly evolving. We've got youngsters that are growing up, and then personalities will start to show, and certain individuals suddenly that used to get on don't get on anymore, and there's a change in dynamics. So we need to really roll with that and try and keep everyone as happy as possible. So these moves are essential.
Today's final moves involve Oriana, Isla and Carlos, who are leaving the top woolies and moving to the barn.
Oh, good girl.
And heading in the opposite direction, Ava, along with her two daughters, Catalina and Zena. After all the juggling, finally everyone is where they're supposed to be. And there's a huge sense of relief.
We just have to keep everything crossed that everybody's going to get on. But yeah, Carlos did well. They've all done really, really well, considering they can see what's going on over the last week. So yeah, it's gone well.
But more hard work is to come. In the coming days, the monkeys who've moved will be reunited with old friends and need to be introduced to new ones. One group who've already gone through that process are the park's newly formed cafe woolies. Females Paquita and Quapper joined a few days ago and have now met the three males who make up the group: Paolo, Claude and Enzo. Today is their final step. They're all going outside together.
All the monkeys have been perfect. They've all done exactly what we've needed them to do. So we want to make sure this can go as smoothly and as positive for everyone as possible.
The five are given access to the enclosure and Paolo heads out first, giving his usual exuberant display before food grabs his attention. The two females soon follow. There's some nervous excitement as they head out, offering each other a little reassurance as they go. Always helpful when entering a new space. Enzo does his best to impress the girls and attract their attention. But he gets little reaction from the two experienced ladies. Claude is the other male in the group. He's probably the largest woolly monkey at the park, but he's still young and very inexperienced. This new group have only been together a few days. But on their first day outside, they look comfortable in each other's company, eating, foraging, and lazing in the sunshine. Over the last few weeks, the woolly monkey team have been busy reorganising, moving some of their charges from one troop to another, and swapping entire groups between houses.
3 out of the 4 groups were affected by this move, so it's been a big change, and we've created now 2 groups of 5 and a group of 7, all mixed-sex groups.
The only group not affected is Lavar's troop of 10. They're a happy, close-knit unit, get on well together, and are experts at raising their young. The 2 groups who did undergo a big change were Chippy's and Manny's, who swapped house and enclosure. Chippy's troop gained a new housemate in the process when Cassius joined them. It means the park now has 2 groups containing only adult woolies.
So this is the first time in a long while that we've had 2 adult groups of woolly monkeys with no youngsters in there. So now the cafe group and the barn group, they're all adults now. So we don't see as much playing as we do in the groups when they've got babies and youngsters. And that's just because they've grown up. There is still there is still a bit of grooming, but it's not the same as if you see Chippy's group and Lavar's group that have got those young kids in that are playing and wrestling all the time. It's very different behaviours we see.
Chippy's troop are loving the additional space in their wonderful natural outdoor enclosure, enjoying the extra room for play and fun. There are now 7 individuals in the group. Along with Chippy is his second-in-command, Zavi. Female Ava and her 2 children, Catalina and Zena. And they've been joined by Enya and Esme. The 2 young females have been readily accepted into the fold. Moving and swapping individuals and groups is something the primate care staff do every so often to maintain harmony amongst the woolly monkeys. A lot of thought and planning goes into the operation, and it's rewarding when it all pays off.
All the moves are done, everyone's been together for a little while now, and certainly some of the issues we were seeing before have resolved. There may, obviously, in time be more issues, but that's working with animals, that happens. So we just need to obviously keep a very close monitoring on all of our groups, as we do anyway. But yeah, currently at the moment, touch wood, everyone is in a group they seem very settled in and content in.